Then Aston Villa have been knocked out of the Champions League this week by PSG. They're unfortunate in the second leg, but how much do you think they've earned from the Champions League this season?
Yeah, about £100 million probably, all in. By the time you put in additional match day and prize money, uh, a massively successful, important season for them. Uh, and okay, they've missed out on potentially three more matches, and another route to the Champions League. But it's an amazing season for them, whatever happens. And they look very well placed. And if they can get that Champions League place for a second consecutive season, then the momentum is really with them. Um, I think it's a big worry for the other, the other big six. If you've got Newcastle, who look likely now to get their second out of 3 years in the Champions League, if Villa can get 2 out of 2, these are big problems for Spurs, Manchester United, Chelsea, City miss out. Uh, you can't. Those clubs have, um, with their poor perform on the pitch, they've allowed both Villa and Newcastle to get a foothold in the main competition at a time when the main competition is now delivering very, very significant upside uh, to profits. Actually, not just revenue. I mean, a lot of this money is prize money. It goes straight to the bottom line. So you have got the cost of probably additional Champions League level wages and bonuses. But these are that the Champions League now is incredibly lucrative compared to um, not having it. So if you compare it to Conference League or Europa League, that difference is enormous.
Mm.
And the beauty of it is, for any of the English clubs, they're very, very likely to at least get to a playoff and probably get to the round of 16, because the way the league system works, they're very unlikely to finish in that bottom third of the table. So they're very likely to have, the full 10 games, maybe 12. Um, it's just massive money on top of the prize money. It's just massive money to have those home games.
Mm, absolutely. And Marcus Rashford came to life in the second half the other day against PSG. Emery insisted after the game that a permanent deal is difficult to plan for at the moment in time. Do you think that's potentially linked to their PSR situation with that £40 million option to buy they've got on him?
Yeah, probably. I think. It'd be interesting to see what the date is on the option. I mean, it's probably a 30th of June option, so they'll be able to make a decision right at the end. The thing is, um, it's probably more dependent, rather than PSR. It's probably more dependent on Champions League qualification. Because if you do the maths on the incremental cost of of Rashford in this season. So the point is, it makes no difference if you buy Rashford on the 30th of June. It doesn't hit your PSR position for this season at all, because all of the amortization is in next season. They've already got to pay his wages, whatever that proportion is. They've already got to pay that for this particular PSR season. So their PSR impact is for next season. Um, and of course, the PSR impact for next season will be a lot dependent on the Champions League. It would just make a very, very material difference to their to their calculation and um, to what the numbers look like, the profits and everything else. So I think a number of clubs right now, um, particularly Newcastle, Aston Villa, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, uh, probably Chelsea, but maybe not. Nottingham Forest, all of these clubs will have to be running effectively two different budgets. So they'll have the budget if they qualify for the Champions League, and they'll have the budget if they don't.